You. You're back for the podcast that pitches the title "Are You Movie Mad?" to my friend Johnny Ellis right here.
Oh, I thought we were more than friends, but okay.
We can be. I'm Andrew Jones. I am your major host. You're the minor key.
I am Johnny Ellis, the minor key.
You are. And you are the man who has seen very few movies, but claims to be movie mad.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'm making sure you're working on it. Because as ever, I talk to Johnny a lot. I make references to movies, and his eyes glaze over. Just befuddled, confused.
That's whenever you talk.
Oh my goodness, am I so boring that you just think about what you have to do every day? Is this a happiness situation? Do you imagine yourself getting in the backseat of your car, jerking it to cool mates? It'll make you come out your mouth. Oh my goodness.
So what's this week's movie?
If you look at the title, you'll get it. We're going straight there, was the clue.
Yeah.
Straight to the wild, wild west. We're going straight to the do. Now, Once Upon a Time in the West. Loveless.
Now, I am not expecting to like this much. I'm hoping it will be sort of so bad it's good.
I mean, it's from the director of 9 Lives, so it can't be that.
Oh god.
And the cinematographer of the Addams Family movies.
Yeah.
He's also the director of the Addams Family movies. Doesn't Barry Sonnenfeld did various Tim Burton cinematography as well early on in his career? He was doing that kind of thing, and then moved on to taking over the entire camera department and the film department by the Addams Family Values, and then Men in Black films. And after Men in Black was such a success, it was like, oh great, me and Will Smith can make a bunch of summer movies together. And so the first one they tried was Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Now all I know from this about this is the metallic spider.
John Peters producing. He loves spiders. He wanted a giant spider fight.
And he wanted it in Superman.
He wanted it in Superman Lives.
Yeah, that's where I heard it from Kevin Smith. He was ranting and raging about it all.
Glorious human being that is Kevin Smith.
So that's all
Coming
I know.
soon.
That's all I know, really.
Right. But you know who's in it.
I know Will Smith is in it.
Okay, right.
I don't know who else is in it. Why do I think Tommy Lee Jones is in it?
Because of the connection to Men in Black, I would assume.
That was probably why.
And because Wild Wild West, you assume Tommy Lee Jones believes he doesn't make a Western movie with The Homesman. Even though Netflix and Amazon cite that as a Western, by the way, so fuck him.
Did he say it wasn't a Western
He
movie?
walked out of Robbie Collins' interview at Cannes a couple of years ago because Robbie Collins called it a Western. It's not a Western.
Surely he wasn't the only person to call it a Western.
Everyone calls it a Western. It's a bloody Western.
Tommy Lee Jones's face.
Into his giant face. That's just hovering everywhere.
Did he just walk out of every single interview?
Yeah, that's what he does. Because otherwise he's going to sit there for a while and just wait for death. And it's coming, Tommy. It's okay. I hope he doesn't die between recording this and releasing
Oh my
it.
god, imagine.
That'd be so sad. If his last film was Jason fucking Bourne. Oh man, what a career move.
But still Two-Face.
Excuse me, what do you call him? His name's Matt Damon. So, you know Will Smith. Do you know his song?
I know he's got a song for this.
Do you know his song? I mean, you know you've got his song. You know he has a song.
I know he's got a song. I've
you must have heard it when you were younger, because it was such a big thing.
I know the Wild Wild West part of it, but I don't know the words or anything.
Well, the words kind of are the plot, so it's good.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
It's one of those ones where it's like, here's all the information. He did that again with Nod Your Head, Black Suit's Coming.
Oh. Speaking of songs from movies,
yeah.
I watched a music video last night.
I'm excited.
For a film we recently saw. Or, if you're listening to the podcast, we saw a
month and a bit ago, yeah.
Which featured Jared Leto as the Joker, just walking around as this rapper.
I'm sorry. Why is the BFG doing this?
I don't know.
That is bizarre. What is Finding Dory got to do with that?
I found it squiffling.
Oh my god. Nerve seems really cool, by the way. So go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no,
He's just walking around.
Yeah,
he's not rapping. He's not like in the background doing like hip hop moves. He's not doing the nay.
No,
it's not like a Trolls parody.
A friend of mine did mention it's almost like he's in the music video more than he's in the movie itself.
That makes sense. He's barely in that film, and what he has is shit.
Yep.
Jared Leto is trash. He's not a human being. He's a pile of shit wank stain.
No, he looks like an alien.
No, David Bowie looks like an alien. He looks like a pile of shit. Jared Leto is awful. He's a terrible human being.
Probably looks like Bones by now. Was that too soon?
Yeah.
Nah, it's.
David Bowie will never look like Bones. David Bowie is the perfect human. He is everything and nothing. He is now nothing. He's a black star. He's a movie star.
So, Wild Wild West.
Wiki Wild Wild Wild. Wiki
Oh,
Wild
yeah, I
Wild West.
remember that now.
Jim West.
Yep.
Desperado. Rough Rider. No, you don't want
Jim
none
West. Is that?
None of this. Six Gunnerness.
Have I just found out a character's name? Jim West.
Buffalo Soldiers. Looks like I told you. No one even tells us in distress. Be out of that dress before you meet Jim West.
Oh, I hope his name is Jim West now. I hope you're not kidding with that, because that's.
Oh, I'm not that good at rap.
Pretty fun.
I'm good at remembering Will Smith lyrics.
Well, yeah, I'm excited. Well, I'm excited.
You know it's based off of a TV series, right?
No.
From the 60s.
No, but now you say it does ring a bell.
It's during the kind of time where they did that, and they started trying to do that more often, because then you had like Charlie's Angels coming out. They were trying to do a TJ Hooker thing. They made reference to that in Charlie's Angels, the movie, which both films were really good. I hold them up as like great fun times, not great pure cinema, but great fun times.
Charlie's Angels
and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Are they coming soon?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you don't know Bernie Mac from Bill Murray?
Nope.
Oh my word. One of them wishes he was dead when he was in Ghostbusters. Jesus Christ, that was an embarrassment. He just didn't want to be there.
At least in Dumb and Dumber 2, he
had an excuse not to be shown.
Yeah.
Smart move.
He
Covered
made sure
up.
He wasn't shown.
Yeah.
But,
God, that film.
But no, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. I'm hoping.
Do you want to guess any plot?
No, not really. This time.
Well, that's kind of annoying, because I need you to guess. I need you to have some predictions, because you only know that Will Smith's in there and maybe Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay, and I assume he's some sort of cowboy. Maybe he's an ex-con or something, just broken out of prison or just finished a stint. Yeah.
Racially...
I'm not beating around the bush here. I mean...
Insensitive.
Because how old is this?
99?
Yeah, definitely. They were still in that mindset back then in Hollywood.
Oh, you think they were racist back then?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They're not racist now either. I mean, Matt Damon would never take the role of, a Chinese man.
Oh, no.
That would never be happening, guys. Scarlett Johansson is definitely Japanese.
If Matt Damon took a Chinese role...
on the floor, everyone would love it. What were you saying?
If Matt Damon took a Chinese role, I mean, that wouldn't happen. It's as unlikely as Scarlett Johansson taking a Japanese role.
Exactly. I mean, these things would never happen.
Never happen. Only in your dreams.
And I do dream about Scarlett Johansson in Japanese clothes a lot.
Who doesn't?
Oh my goodness. What was that weird buzz?
Look at you, Mr. Popular.
My phone buzzes once. The one time I went up on the bloody table. I apologise for that, everyone. I'm beloved. I'm a podcast host. We have a union. We don't get anything from it. We just like to say we've got a union. We have to pay benefits, which is really annoying. We have to pay.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's
that
like...
sucks.
And it's really annoying because the people you think who should pay their weight, your Mark Marons, your Sarah Koenigs, they're the ones who pay less than everyone else because they claim that they're so popular they're bringing attention to the world.
Ugh.
Right? Mark Maron and his recent work in Roadies. He popped up in Roadies the other week, and he has himself as a sober companion to the lead singer of the band, and because Rafe Spall thought he got Jack White to open for them, and it turned out he actually tried to get Jack Black, and Jack Black wasn't interested unless it was Tenacious D, and they didn't want Tenacious D. Suddenly Mark Maron's there. He's like, yeah, I'll open up a rock music set for you, and he does 45 minutes of stand-up and music. It's like, oh boy, way to shoehorn Mark Maron into this by making sure Jack White definitely won't show up. I was excited for Jack. You have John Cougar Mellencamp in the show, and you can't get Jack White or Jack Black. I would take one of those two, but I wouldn't take Mark Maron for anything. Especially not for dinner. He'd probably make you pay because he doesn't pay his union bills either. You see? All comes back to this one riff. Oh my goodness! Why am I doing a one-man improv, Johnny? Why? This is the worst show I could ever do.
All of this is new information to me, so I don't quite know where to fit in.
You know what Roadies is, right?
I've heard the name of it.
You know what Almost Famous is, right?
That's
coming soon. Fucking goddamn.
Yeah.
You know what? There's no hope.
Why are you friends with me?
So I can gouge your eyes out and make you watch these films. Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Mexico? Speaking of gouging eyes out. Okay, right. Well, that's another one then. Right. Have you seen Mordecai?
Yes.
Have you seen all the Johnny Depp movies?
Probably not.
Okay, well, you've got a bunch to get through. And we'll watch Mordecai again. Hashtag
yay.
Mordecai. Mordecai is fucking amazing.
Okay. I'm not going through this argument again.
Once you watch Wild Wild West, you'll go, I really want to watch Mordecai.
Why, is it worse than Mordecai?
It's as good as Mordecai.
Alright, so...
I'll say I watched this film again last year and really enjoyed it.
Alright. So we've established Will Smith is a con or an ex-con.
But he's certainly a cowboy.
Cowboy, westerner, sort of, you know.
Right.
And I assume they're going to sort of incorporate...
he's going to be flying in an aircraft at some point as well, because it's a con.
Yeah.
And based on last week's film, every convict can fly. Even if they don't have wings.
Well, no, they are going to incorporate like technological advances. I have a feeling machine gun will come into play here.
Okay.
And it will be a new invention in the film.
Right. Keep talking, I'm interested.
And of course, that will lead to the big metallic spider, which I don't quite understand how it will work into it. But it will be the big.
I think
finale.
we can safely say no one understood how it would work.
Okay, that'll be fun.
I think we're going to say that John Peters had an idea and wouldn't stop.
Yeah,
That's
just
like
what
Alexander
I
Hamilton.
gather.
Why does he act like he's running out of time? Why does he write like he's got a giant spider to put into a film?
But I'm guessing that'll be the
Peters. What's his problem? That's it. That's the entire Broadway show.
I'm guessing it's going to be the big final act.
Finale.
Yeah,
you mean?
finale. And it will end in a huge explosion.
Huge. That's 3 U's.
Yeah.
Triple explosion.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Which
these notes are important because we are also writing a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're also a government agency, so we've got to keep it in there.
Of course.
We are the Suicide Squad. Will Smith's finest film.
So there will be a shot of Will Smith walking away from an explosion in a pretty cool way.
Okay.
And he'll have some sort of love interest, but I don't know who that. It'll be a black woman, because otherwise it's not allowed. But I don't know who. Would be 98.
So someone during there would be shooting.
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes. Hey everybody, I'm definitely the love interest in this film.
She could pop up as comic relief.
She couldn't pop up for comic relief. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You can't think of any famous women.
Well, 98 was
a tough year.
Yeah.
They wrapped them all up and threw them away.
I've just got Jada Pinkett Smith in my head.
That's how they met?
Maybe. Could be.
Are you ready to take your trip down the wild west?
I am.
We're rolling to the...
Wild south.
Where we're strolling to the...
Wild north.
Where we're going bouncing to the...
Wild east.
We're going straight to the...
Wild west.
We're going straight to the...
Wickedy Wild West.
Wiki Wild West. All right, let's take a trip.
Before there was a Secret Service, there was...
West. Jim West.
West, Jim West, Desperado. From the director of Men in Black.
Now what?
Let the party begin!
The Wild West. Oh man. Right. Oh, yeah. Straight from the horse's mouth there. Just that.
Wow.
We just finished watching. You can just literally hear us finishing watching that. That's.
Have we started? Sorry, I didn't.
Oh no, I started recording just during the music because that music is so fucking good.
So yeah, that happened.
Oh, such a great film.
I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it either.
Well, you're wrong there, but. Okay.
But it's sort of a lesson in film history at this point, you know?
In terms of what it did and what happened?
Yeah. And just, why would they keep the spider at the end?
Because it's really fun to watch them. You think they're riding a horse, but they're going into the sunset like a Western would be, but with a giant mechanical spider.
Yeah, but still. I mean, I think the main problem for me was the whole technological advances.
The steampunk.
Yeah.
It's all steampunk.
From
the penny farthing engine onwards.
It was too much.
There's a lot there.
Yeah.
It's a bit knowing at times.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good sort of. I could see myself watching it again, like on a Sunday afternoon.
It's one of those great films like that. I mean, because it was a 12, I never saw it in the cinema. But watching it and renting a video from Blockbuster and watching it there at home, just on a day.
Yeah.
And being a big Will Smith fan of the 99, 2000 era.
Yeah.
Oh, that's heaven.
I mean,
that's heaven. Seeing how his scrotal sack just seems to flop out. I don't recall that being there ever before. And I wasn't looking hard as a child, but Jesus, that just seemed to be there.
Scrotal sack? What, at the beginning?
At the beginning, when he's out of the hot tub, he flops in and it's kind of obscured, but then he stands up in front of them butt naked. You see his arse.
Yeah.
And you see some stuff hanging out in front of that. I was like, oh, blimey.
I was not aware of that.
Oh, I was looking. Some sort of scrotal squad.
Oh, my, oh my. I mean,
sorry.
Kenneth Branagh was fun.
Chewing.
Yeah.
That scenery.
Yeah.
I had to do for work, I had to edit a video of like Kenneth Branagh's work over the years because he was getting an award at a critic ceremony, and so I was doing like a supercut of all of his work, and I wanted to make sure Wild Wild West was in there at some point. So that scene of him first coming out and going, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you may remember me a couple of legs and a couple of crutches ago," or something like that. I managed to get that in there because it's
Brilliant.
Fun. It's fun.
Did you see the reaction from them when they watched
there
it?
There was a nice chuckle to it. There was an admission of it's silly, but there's also like, oh, he's actually having fun here. That's great because there's a lot of him acting really hard and doing serious Shakespeare, and then suddenly he's actually doing something silly. He has a sense of humour, and it's great.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, no, it was nice to see him. The accent was fun as well.
The accent is always fun. It's like Kevin Spacey talking to a camera.
But yeah, it wasn't as painful as I was expecting it to be. It was just like overwhelming.
You were spot on a couple of predictions, by the way.
Yeah,
you do know that.
Well, I mean, Tommy Lee Jones wasn't.
Tommy Lee Jones was not in there, and James West was not a convict at any point.
No,
he was a sheriff. He was a U.S.
Yeah.
It wasn't the marshal. What was he? It was just U.S. cop. He was a cowboy.
Captain.
Here we go. He was an army man, and he was a proper human being. He wasn't no convict.
Yeah.
But you did mention racial insensitivity as a thing.
Yeah.
That is protruding this entire film.
Yeah, had to be, because it was in the 1800s.
But, there are ways around, the line late on in which Kenneth Branagh sends Will Smith down to the bows of the mechanical ship. He says, we may not have a woodshed on board, but that boy's getting a whooping anyway. It's or the entire conversation in which Loveless and Jim West first meet.
Every time they talk, basically.
It's, you have no legs and you're black.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's quite interesting.
I found it was sort of done well. In the sense that, Will Smith was able to take it as good as he could get it.
That's the thing. There is a tongue-in-cheek. That's
because he could give it rather.
Yeah, he was. He's really going for it. He really goes for it in this film.
Yeah,
he's full on. It's like he actually gives a crap.
Yeah.
There are times when you watch him these days, and it's just like, oh, he's doing this, but he doesn't really want to be there.
Yeah, it didn't look like anyone was having troubles with it.
People seem to be having a fun time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, for instance, you go through the crazy women. Did you notice the women that Kenneth Branagh had, who had different names?
I didn't notice their names.
Oh, you didn't notice their names? See, I was taking note every so often. I didn't catch Bai Ling's name, which is kind of annoying.
Right.
Which, she gets killed off very quickly.
Yeah.
It was a shame. You get to see her ass and then she gets killed off.
Oh, she was something West, East.
Oh, yes, she was East, wasn't she? East meets
East
West.
meets
You're
West.
bloody right, yeah. But the German lip reader was Missen Lippenrieden.
I thought that's what I thought he was saying that's what she was doing. I thought it was just like
No,
German...
that's also her name.
Jesus.
Because the woman who deals with being the gunwoman of his team is called Munitia.
Oh my
Come on, Munitia, take him out. And of course, when Will Smith pops up to dance for him as a girl, he immediately gives her a name. Go, Ebonia, go and see what he has to say.
Oh, wow.
Yep, Ebonia.
Wow.
It's fine, I'm a southerner. I think that all slaves should be reenacted.
The Will Smith cross-dressing was...
Kevin Kline cross-dressing is fine. Will Smith cross-dressing, he's going for it.
Yeah.
He's certainly in the mood. He's playing it up. Yeah. He is dancing like nobody's watching. And it turned out, by the box office figures, nobody was watching.
My God.
Hey,
So, Wild Wild West.
You had no idea about this film whatsoever. You knew Will Smith, and that's it.
I knew Will Smith, and I knew the big spider.
Okay, you knew, yeah.
And
okay.
I was,
what was the first lines of the film?
The first line.
Did you write it down? Please tell me you wrote it down.
Well, it wasn't the first line. One of the first lines.
The first line is, he's a madman.
He's a madman. And then
you get context
spider.
for the madman is...
Giant spider.
In German voice, please. Scientist in German voice running away.
I can't do it.
He's a madman. German spider!
Yeah.
German spider, I just said, by the way.
I think we both did. Giant
Das
spider.
Arachnid. Wolfgang Petersen's amazing film about a bunch of people who live in a spider for 4 hours.
So he really wanted that spider, didn't he? He shoved it down our throats right from the off.
Right from the off. But you know what? I think it works. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it really is dumb.
But they put it in there and they just have fun with it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're taking it seriously.
No, not at any point.
At all.
I mean, they're all having fun. And they're all making a film.
Yeah.
But they know it's just like, this is a dumb film.
Yeah.
And we're okay with it.
Yeah.
As long as it's made at a decent level of dumb.
Mm.
And it is.
Yeah, I just think they should have... I thought they were going to destroy the spider. Because I thought that's why they had the explosives with them.
And you thought, and the whole wasp. Desert spider, desert wasp. That desert wasp is horribly big.
Yeah.
Horribly big. It's, big as my fist. You can see where that goes. That goes inside things and explodes as well.
But yeah, I thought they were going to destroy the spider, and it would have been... I would have been a bit better. I would have found it a bit better had they not used the spider as their mode of transport. Because I was just watching it walk off and I was like, that's so slow.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
I mean, they've caught up with it so many times already at this point.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a dumb thing to do.
Yeah.
But we'll never know if they upgraded it or not. That's the thing. By the time we catch up with them in a couple of years' time when they make the sequel, they might have upgraded everything, right? Right, Kevin Kline, you're still up for that, right? Will Smith? Barry Sonnenfeld?
Can you imagine if they did,
Selma Hayek comes back, but she's a twin this time.
We are in the moment of
20 years later films.
Yeah.
So in a couple of years' time...
It would be great if they tried it.
You just see WWW2 on a poster somewhere.
At Comic-Con.
Right? Yeah, it just gets revealed. It's like a banner unfurls. And you don't know what it means. It's like, is this a website I should go to? Turns out, yes, it's a website. And it just goes, wiki, 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 Wild Wild West again. Oh, my goodness. But Will Smith's character is killed off and his son is there. Not his Jaden Smith, but his son, the character playing his son. And Kevin Kline's just growing a beard and getting old. And Kevin Kline's also playing the president, who's getting old and growing a beard. Because Kevin Kline is both Ulysses S. Grant and Artemis Gordon.
Right, so he was the president and the...
He was the president and...
The guy that teamed up with...
And US Marshal Artemis Gordon.
That teamed up with...
the second lead of the film.
Smith. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Which I guess is a reference to Dave, the film in which he plays... the president's body double to make sure when the president dies, as he's taken over.
Yeah, does he play? So he plays the president's body double, and
hold on, what?
Does he play the president's body double?
In this film,
Yeah.
Artemis Gordon is the president's body double.
I thought you were saying he was the same guy that played the president.
No, in Dave, in the film Dave.
Right, okay.
Separate film.
But in this film,
In this film,
is it the same
Artemis
guy?
Gordon does dress up as the president a couple of times, but it's also President Ulysses S. Grant is exactly the same.
Okay. I think I got that.
One actor, two roles,
Not 3.
not three.
Okay, right, got you.
Okay? I'm
Okay.
glad we finally settled that argument after. Kevin Kline has done so much stuff. It's such a strange thing to watch him in an action.
See, I know the
big-budget
name,
film.
but I don't know the face. And, like,
I pity you.
yeah.
I'm going to have to teach you. I mean, everything Kevin Kline will have to come soon. I asked you during the film if you've ever seen a fish called Wanda. You said no.
Nope.
And I don't know how you live. That's another one. It's like, it was always on as a child. I'd always watch it. It's like, oh, this is just freaking funny.
I don't know what I used to watch as a child.
Yeah, I would. Let's start the podcast. No, let's actually keep the podcast going. But let's ask.
Bruce
what
Almighty was one.
As a
It was
child.
like, yeah, it was
You're
at
so
school.
young.
At school, it was the one that they'd always put on
I remember
at the
getting a
end of the
text
year.
from a friend who went to see it that day. I was like, yeah, it was okay. Don't bother. So I didn't bother. A text.
Have you still not seen it?
I saw it. It was
right.
funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
Sure, but it was like, well, it's not worth going to the cinema for, so I won't go to the cinema for. I rent it. But it was just like, that was like a late era Jim Carrey for me. Whereas, I was like the Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. That was mine.
See, I was
I love that one so much.
Bruce Almighty. Liar Liar came out the year I was born, I believe. 93. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, what else did he have?
The Mask.
The Mask guy? Yeah, The Mask.
Somebody stab me. Cable Guy.
Cable Guy, I don't think I've watched
No,
all
we've
the
got
way
it on the
through.
list. We've got it on the list because
Yeah.
you told me you haven't seen it all the way, so
Yeah.
you're a monster, and I'll have to take you out of it. Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
One of the
Absolutely
greatest
love
films of
Man
all
on the
time.
Moon. But yeah, Wild Wild West.
Oh yeah, we're talking about
It's-
another film that's not got Jim Carrey in it.
I mean, alright, let's go through the plot, I guess.
We have to go through Ted Levine. Ted Levine, his crazy ear.
Set in Louisiana in 1869.
Louisiana.
And
By the way, what year?
1869.
Say the last half.
69.
Up high. Yeah. In the water tower.
Well, before that, someone gets their head chopped off.
And Ted Levine
by-
comes in
Yeah.
and goes, "Not so smart now.
Yeah.
You're just a fat girl." It puts the spider on its skin.
And then we get the water tower.
Oh
Will
yeah.
Smith is...
Jim West
Yep.
hanging out with a girl on a water tower of the town,
Yep.
shitting in the supply. as all good US military and law enforcement do. Shit where they eat. Or where they create the water to create the crops to eat. It's a long process, but that shit is going to get into someone's eye at some point.
Yeah, but I mean,
Probably
they
the
didn't
girls,
have to pay
to be
people to pick it then, didn't they?
Well, they did, actually. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
At one point, Will Smith's complaining about, slaves not being there anymore to try and alleviate the entire...
I'm sorry, is it just me, or was slavery not abolished in 1950s? Well, not slavery, but like the whole thing of it.
Wow.
Well, it was basically slavery up to
Civil
then, right?
rights
Yeah, same
was the
thing,
50s.
really. No? Am I just
Slavery.
offending a million,
Yep.
millions of people?
No,
right
no,
now?
I haven't got that many listeners. You're just offending two people, and one of them's me. In fact, I'm big enough to be two people, so you just offended 2.5
But,
people.
right, no, it's not. But it's the same ballpark.
Slavery was abolished when Lincoln and the North won the Civil War in the 1800s.
Yeah, alright, but they were
And-
still treated like shit.
Oh yeah, well yeah, being treated like shit and not being slaves. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They were just hated by the South because they're different and they want
Yeah.
them to be their slaves forever.
Alright.
It still is.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That is
Yeah.
the way the world works. Racism, Trump,
November's gonna be fun.
the Brexit, for instance. That's also
Yeah,
everything
see,
racist.
After Brexit, that's what made me think, well, no, now Trump really has a chance.
See,
because...
my favourite thing was, I mean, I love Brexit, but after Brexit, I thought was better. I thought it was great to focus on a couple of characters, not just Hawkeye and Hot Lips. That is a reference for me.
So yeah, he's in the water tower.
Just banging away.
Banging away. But he's working as well.
Oh yeah, he's very much working, I saw
Yep.
it. He's making kissy faces. He's staring at some people loading up some nitro onto a horse and cart.
Yep. And then the horse keeps knocking into the woods that is holding up this big hot tub.
Yep. Until it knocks it down. They go for a ride. Will Smith was desperate for that.
He falls out, naked, gets handed a hat.
To cover up his privates, but we've already seen a bit of it.
Yep.
12. Get rid of some stuff in a 12 now.
And then he manages to work his way through the goons that are there.
Hired
loading.
goons?
Yeah, basically. The goons that are loading
Hired
this
goons?
thing up. And then he gets given his trousers and his jacket. No shirt.
No, just the jacket.
Um,
And now it's time for him to go to work. So he grabs onto a chain, rides through a warehouse, leaps onto a cart, jumps horse to horse to try and stop the horse, and then finds a party.
yep.
Who's at the party?
Can't remember his name.
General Bloodbath McGrath.
General Bloodbath. But who is in drag?
I don't know, because we're talking about Ted Levine, General Bloodbath McGrath, with his
Okay.
ear.
Oh, no, that was disgusting.
When he turned that down to get
That
the axe
was
out, it was just...
Yeah.
But it also led to a joke that I never noticed until today.
What was that?
When he dies, spoiler alert, he dies halfway through this film, and that ear is turned upwards as a record player, and one of the guys who's watching him die has a little dog, and the dog jumps out, and then it goes close to it and does like his master's voice reference. I thought, oh, that is brilliant!
I didn't
No
notice
one
that.
would have noticed that. No one watches this film and notices that, and it's like, wow, that's
I was
well
wondering-
played.
I was wondering why you laughed at that point, because I was like, well, what? Because the dog didn't do anything particularly funny.
No,
It just sat there.
He just sat there
Yeah.
and looked at the record
No,
player.
now
and it's
now
just...
you mention it. I'm kicking myself now. That's
Oh, it's really well done.
yeah. That's
Real subtlety in a film like this.
really.
Yeah.
And speaking of subtlety, the ear thing, the wax coming out, that was a nice touch because it just made his character even worse.
It just makes this kind of seedy guy really grim and grotesque.
Yeah.
Ted Levine is playing grotesque. It's not the first time he's played grotesque, of course. Everyone knows the first time he played grotesque.
I don't know who he is. So
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo. What?
Buffalo Bill.
No.
Goodbye, horse. Would you fuck me?
No.
Oh, fuck me.
Is he?
Yeah, Ted Levine.
Oh, I wouldn't have. I
That's,
wouldn't
that's
have
why he
thought
kept going up to Kevin Kline in this film and going, would you fuck me? And then he kept explaining how to tuck so that she could be a proper lady. That's all over this film. He keeps ripping people's skin off and wearing it. Did you not notice that? That's in the background of Wild Wild West. Subtlety. Again, subtlety. He just... Oh, what if that film just descended into that? Silence of the Spiders.
The plot, just it wasn't all over the place, but it was just it was
There's not
filled
much.
with
There's not much there.
yeah. There's not much there, and it's just filled with action, and it's just it kind of numbs your brain after a while.
It's the law of action every 10 minutes to keep the story
Yeah.
going, kind of thing. Just to keep the audience going. It doesn't matter what it is.
yeah.
But yeah, we get to this party. There's a man in drag, very clearly Kevin Kline in drag, and
Yeah.
not a woman. Despite everyone else thinking, oh, he's a stocky woman. Oh, I paid top dollar for that.
I thought at first it was going to be what's his name?
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, no, I thought it was going to be
I'm a
Kenneth
woman.
Branagh, and I don't know why I
Because you
didn't
saw the
cotton
title
on.
in the credits, you figured he'd
Yeah,
be...
I don't know why I didn't cut on.
Hello, everybody, I'm a
Well,
woman.
I did figure he's going to be the villain, but I thought
Kenneth Branagh.
maybe as the villain he was going to cross-dress.
Like when you think Robert De Niro is the villain in Stardust, and then suddenly...
Stardust is...
Are you serious? You see, this is what happens every time I do a conversation. This is why this podcast exists. You have to excuse me, I've got to write that to the list, so you keep talking about Kevin Kline and Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek. Oh yeah, she's in it. At
She pops up
this
there.
point, she pops up. And shit goes down, and more action happens.
Mhm.
And then Kevin Kline and Will Smith bump into each other.
No, before that, Kevin Kline is propositioned by
Right,
General Bloodbath
yeah.
McGrath.
Yeah.
And because he's trying to find whatever they're sneaking around in this place, he's going to find a bedroom up there. And he opens one door. And he comments, that's an unusual position. So he finds another room.
And then there's stuffing the body into the bag.
Stuffing the body, so don't do that, it's already occupied.
Yeah.
But then they go to another room.
Yeah.
And what does Kevin Kline do?
He starts hypnotising.
With his breasticles.
Yeah.
He hypnotises Bloodbath McGrath to become a dog.
Yeah. That was ridiculous.
You're my dog now. Ruff, ruff. I'm going to make you my dog.
And even when he says you can speak English, still ruff,
Still.
And then his tits stop moving.
And then Bloodbath takes out a knife, and Jim West sees it, comes through and stops him, knocks out Bloodbath, and then grabs some money to give to the prostitute kindly.
Yep.
And then Jim West is thrown through the wall. Mm-hmm. To which we hear another in that room.
I
second
kept
time.
It out, but I couldn't hear it.
Yep, second time. So whatever's happening there is definitely a sheep being fucked. Which makes it weird because later on, we get to the White House, and the lawn is full of sheep. What the hell does that mean, Ulysses S. Grant? What are you doing? I'm doing bad things. I'm a bad Wimmel president. Watch Zoo.
So, people are running all around the place. Will Smith and Kevin Kline get caught up in each other and are pointing guns at each other, telling each other to fuck off.
I'm US Marshal, I'm a US this. And then Mish Lippenrieden is reciting it to Loveless. US Marshal.
Who's just off in the side.
Agent. And he's there, he's like, give them a welcome, and then the nitro flies into the building and blows it up.
Yeah. And then what happens next?
We're not going to go through the entire plot, are we? Please?
We're not. We're really not, because it doesn't matter.
No,
it really doesn't.
Loveless. Arliss Loveless.
Arliss Loveless.
He's back in the game after being supposedly killed during the war.
Yeah.
No legs.
No legs.
No crotch.
Yeah, that's...
They keep mentioning that he hasn't got any cock. He doesn't eat.
What? Oh.
But, they keep mentioning about his genitalia the entire film. He's obsessed with how he fucks.
Yeah.
Because he's surrounded by women and Salma Hayek, and they're obsessed with, what are you going to do with these girls? And he goes, at one point, he says, I got all these mechanical inventions, you don't think I have one that helps me pump? Cut to a giant, massive machine that's pumping up already. That's just protruding out and just making an erection thing.
Yeah.
That's,
Speaking of that section of the film, when they run away from
this magnet that's chasing them and going to behead them, like
the
scientist.
And they jump in the mud. I thought it was going to be shit, but it's just mud, isn't it?
When I've always watched the trailer, they'd always have attached to Burger King at one point as well. They'd show that scene. It looked like really like baked beans. The way it's coloured looks like really ugly baked beans, or some weird shit.
Yeah. And then they're
disgusting.
Their clothes just suddenly turn brown, and then they go in the water, and it suddenly
off
cleans
again.
off so quickly.
You have to understand, in the Wild Wild West, the water is wildly clean. It's wonderful. It's the fountain of youth.
So what was his plan?
He wants to divide the Union of the states.
He wanted to call him the USA.
He's going to give back all the 12 states that Britain had to Britain.
Yeah.
Give Florida and the Fountain of Youth to Spain. Give the passage between that and Mexico's new California, Arizona area to France. And then take the northwest for himself as Loveless Land. That's what the map said.
Yeah, that was it.
I did look at the entire map. They don't mention why France gets that, just that little slip. That seems kind of rude. Give them a little bit of bump as well, Yeah. Take a bit of something from Britain. Be a real cock about it, because, hey, fuck Britain, right? Brexit.
Yeah, that plan was just...
But he's going to do it through a giant spider.
And nobody seemed to have any issues with it.
Except the president. The president doesn't like it.
the president was the only one.
But everyone else is like, yeah, no, this is great. We want all of our land.
Yeah.
We're okay with all this land. We want America.
Just...
So that's it. That's all you get.
Yeah.
That's your story. There's people in paintings.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Kind of fun. There's like
they set it up pretty nicely.
Yeah, there's
music
with Abraham Lincoln's giant head being blown up.
Yeah,
as musicians play violins in a painting.
Yeah,
And then later on you see that Biling is east meets westing with Jim West, and then suddenly someone behind him is now not a painting but a human being aiming a gun. It's like, wow, that's really clever.
And then he shoots everyone off screen.
And he shoots like a bunch of people off screen,
But then
and one
when
falls from the ceiling.
When you see the hollowed out bits, they're not
just
actually
flat.
hollowed.
They are just flat.
They're just
It's kind
flat
of this grey thing.
silhouettes.
There's no way anyone's just going to fit in there. It's not like a whole painting.
Yeah.
What a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the train, guys.
Train.
We've got Artemis's train,
Yeah,
which
that
they
was
ride
quite
for the
fun.
majority of the film.
Again, just chock full of steampunk bullshit.
But there's like this button that Kevin Kline keeps pressing and does loads of things. That do not press button thing.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
keeps pressing that. It does different things every time.
Yeah.
One time it releases a hammer. One time it launches the bottom of the pool table automatically without any kind of thing.
And then, for some reason, he had Will Smith found a lever
underneath
under
that to bring the armchair that Kevin Kline was sitting on down and upside down as well.
Yeah. Why would you put
That
the
is
lever
stupid.
underneath the
That
train?
is, well, it might be a fail-safe in case he's thrown under there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that is, I mean, if he didn't know that was there,
Yeah.
because he has to have known that was there, why would he sit there?
Yeah.
Just a dim... Oh, Kevin Kline's an idiot,
Also, they're fighting about Selma Hayek the whole time.
which is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And at one point, she just bears her ass for everyone. Just like, that's it, that's all you want
Yeah.
from me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when Will Smith was hung? He was lynched?
Oh, yeah.
That was 10 minutes, talking about why rednecks is not an offensive term.
Red because of fashion and
And
neck
neck
because
as
of
well,
neck.
neck. Yep.
Oh. But
Oh.
the show in the ass with Selma Hayek
Yeah, go with that.
brought a few good lines.
Oh, you've got
which
some of
was,
those lines down.
Breath of fresh ass.
Breast of fresh air.
Breast of fresh air, and let's get some shot ass.
You're obsessed.
Just ridiculous.
Remember how they first found out that General Bloodbath McGrath was involved in the whole murder thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember? They're on the train. What's their next destination? They use the dead scientist's head.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
They
that
illuminate it. They
I
turn
like
it round,
that. That was
and they
a
put
nice
glasses
touch.
on it in order to be able to read an invitation
Yeah.
in the back of the pocket of this guy.
Yeah. That was a nice touch. But the glasses thing just made no sense.
Oh, that was
really.
just, well, it's lenses, isn't it?
Yeah, but still, it was.
You saw him wear glasses in the opening scene,
Yeah.
so it stands to reason. And clearly, Will Smith putting his glasses on there means that Will Smith has bad eyesight as well.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Mystery solved.
I don't know. It felt like it.
Andrew, away!
It felt like that wouldn't have happened. Like I
I don't think any of this has happened. Johnny,
I was.
there is no way. There is no historical
I was
document
on
for
board.
Wild Wild West.
I was on board with the huge spider, and
But you didn't get the huge spider for a long while.
no, I was on board with the projection idea.
Right.
It was a nice touch, but just to add the glasses, just felt like, all right, now it's getting ridiculous.
Now it's getting ridiculous. I mean, before I
was fine with it, honestly.
I was getting Neil deGrasse Tyson on the phone, confirming it was definitely happening, and then I just hung up at that point. It's like, no, you would laugh me out of the office now.
Exactly. I don't know. Just that one little tiny touch was just like, oh, come on. I don't.
Touching each other's breasts.
Yeah, that was.
One filled with buckwheat.
Yeah.
Will Smith tries one with water, and we have Emmett Walsh, the train driver, overhearing it all. To which point he says, "I knew it," and then at one point when Kevin Kline's touching Will Smith's breast, he goes, "Oh God, I'm hard."
Jesus Christ.
I had to write that one down.
It didn't look like he'd filled the thing up entirely with water, so I was thinking there'd be too much of an air pocket.
I like air pockets in there.
It
find
wouldn't
them-
be realistic though.
Well, would you rather have that or a lump?
Well,
That would be a depressing
Yeah.
story, wouldn't it? Feel my breast. Oh, my dear. I see you've killed more people than Cyrus the virus.
oh,
Oh, Wild Wild West.
yep. I'm glad I saw it. I mean,
It's an important film.
yeah,
I mean, it's one of the ones that people talk about at film school, so you're getting a head up on this one, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a time when people realise Will Smith might not sell a movie every time.
So
It's kind of... But that's making a lot of money.
Oh,
That's what it does, that
I
one.
know. That's...
This is more of an, this is the After Earth kind of situation.
Yeah.
You know, where it's something, oh, you can't open everything.
I liked After Earth.
Take a knee and fuck off.
It's
no Hancock. Hancock is, you know...
Yeah, no.
The last of his really good, fun summer movies.
I felt like After Earth was slated far too much.
I thought it was boring far too much, so, you know... If it was fun, I'd be okay with it. But it's not, so I'm not.
I liked how it was sort of let Jaden do something.
I don't want Jaden to ever do anything.
That's true. Now, I don't like him.
Then I didn't like him. He was obnoxious in Pursuit of Happiness, for fuck's sake.
Oh, really?
God.
I haven't seen that in years.
Everything about that film was terrible. The whole pursuit of coming felt like really it was wrong. I don't know why you remake that film and turn it into a child's kind of drama. Episode 3. That's a callback. We're nothing if not cool. Back. Back to back. Cool to cool.
So, Wild Wild
In
West.
the end, Johnny.
Yes.
Are you mad about this movie?
I'm not mad about this movie, nor am I movie mad about it. I'm just very middling. It's honestly, I can see myself watching it again, just on like a Sunday afternoon if I've got absolutely nothing else to do.
That's pretty cool. Like if it's on ITV, you just tune it in and like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, it's one of those fun movies.
Yeah.
You know? It is ridiculous. Like if I'd gone to see it in the cinema.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were there expecting, you know, you go, it's summer 1999. I want to have a big fun action movie that's got all this stuff in, and you watch it. It's like, wait, why?
Yeah.
It doesn't
it's
appeal.
sort of like if I'd gone to say if I had my Cineworld card back then or something.
Yeah.
I still would have been mad even if I wasn't spending extra money just to have to make that effort to go out and see it.
But you would get the loud cinema quality version of Wild Wild West in your ears.
Yeah, but still, it would be like that felt like a waste of time. Whereas if it was just on TV,
you've done nothing. You've turned it on.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's the kind of great thing about some of these films that I'll be showing.
Put as much effort into watching the film as they did into
absolutely
into making the story.
Well, there we go, Johnny.
Yes.
Before we start doing plugs, have you got any clues for the next episode?
I'm all for clues. All right.
Yeah, I know, but I want to see what you can do. I'm trying to involve you in every way.
Right. Well, I know it's gonna involve plants.
Okay, that's strange.
And grey hair.
Very cool.
Is that'll do?
Yeah, you know what? From one of the directors of Death at the Funeral.
Which one?
That's the point. That is the point. You look at both of those films and see which one did a film like that, and you might get a clue. I think that says it all for next week. For now, Johnny, where can we find you on social medias and stuff?
I'm at movie_mad on Twitter and Instagram.
Got it right this time.
Got
Finally.
it right this time. How many weeks in are we?
This is the third episode, and it took you 4 episodes to confirm yourself in the correct manner.
I'm also movie mad on. Just movie mad on on Snapchat, but I rarely use it, to be honest.
Because you're not young anymore.
Yeah.
And you really don't want to show your penis to anybody.
Well, not just anybody.
Well, it really hurts when I'm waiting for it.
If you pay good money.
I give you a good podcast. Is that not good enough?
Where can people find you?
Like hanging out in the corners of your alleyway, staring at you, wondering if you're listening to this right now. And if you are, come over to me. Say hi. Maybe I'll give you a secret surprise. Maybe I'm mouthing at you right now. Hello. Maybe it's goodbye. Maybe it's give me a wallet. I don't know. I mean, I'm crazy like that. Also, I'm on social media at Ethan Runt. I tweet nothing except annoying things. Am I annoying?
No, you're funny.
I feel like I just rant and I just do stupid shit.
Yeah,
but
it's fun. Yeah, exactly.
Well then, until next time when we see you... I was about to say the film, which was awkward. When we do that thing that we do, it's not that thing you do. It's not that thing you do. But when we do that thing that we do, we'll see you then. Hopefully you come back. Please come back. Don't go away. Don't leave us.
We'll leave you for now, but don't leave us.
Exactly. Until then, fare thee well.
Bye-bye. Are You Movie Mad is part of the Podnose Network. the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network, produced and edited by Andrew Jones, executive producer George Grimwood. To find out more about Podnose's network, go to www.podnose.com.